Hey y'all, I'm back. Told you I had to do some drying of paint and things like that. Um, I went ahead and made my trees, got them together, and my jars have dried. I'm going to go ahead and glue them down into the tree into them. I went ahead and placed my Christmas on the back. And I am going to see if I find the glue I need. Alright. Da-da-da. There we go.
She told me about the situation, you know what I'm saying, with y'all two slaves. We hung out. There was never nothing. I never had sex with her.
Let that one sit and dry. Make sure you get good on the ends because the way it sits in there. Get it good and centered the way you want it. This one's going really forward a little bit, so I'm going to stick it. Straight up. Alright. We'll let these sit and dry. I used the E6000 on that and a little bit of hot glue because I want it to stay. Evidently that one decided it wanted to take a tumble. Just let it sit right there. And all I did was take one of these little jars, took the lid off, put the star there atop the tree, and painted the bottom to make a bottom for the tree. And made it look like it's in a vase of some sort. Put my glue gun back up here because I knocked it over. But we're gonna start kind of getting this together. Now I'm gonna leave this white because, like I said, I'm putting the leaf across the top. I got it outside actually drying right now, so by the time all this is done, we can get that put together. So I'm gonna set it up. Wait for the glue gun to heat up. And then if you weren't going to put anything across the top, you can use some of these stickers on the edge. Like I would do the little tag probably right here and have the strings hanging up. And probably happiest season there, so that way it kind of gave something to the sides too. Let's see if this is in action. Still heating up a little bit. Oh Lord, it's gonna be a long day. My kids are all gone. I'm actually by myself in my house for once, which is hardly ever. So I'm kind of getting my craft on, getting my things done. We start school Monday, so I'm trying to make sure that kind of stuff is together. Because now then I'll have to start shuttling them back and forth to school again. Literally just waiting for this to warm up so I can. She's still ain't warm. Yeah, she's just warming up at the tip. Alright. I'm also doing another project that I'll show you a kind of glimpse of. This just snaps into the bottom. It's got a tea light with it. They come in teal, but I wanted to do one in white, so I've had to put 4 coats of paint on there to get the paint the way I wanted it. And I'm gonna make a little village Christmas thing with it. I'm gonna, you know how when you go downtown to the dock down to the street, and we got all the people walking. I think I'm gonna cut this side open and put two sides down so you can like if it can walk in, and then I'm gonna put some greenery in it so that when the light comes on, it glows. If you're looking for them, they're at Dollar Tree. They come this way. So, and these pop out, so whenever you gotta change them or whatever, or if you want to take it out and put a tea light in instead, you can do that too. Just watch how hot this part gets, because it'll start melting it. Get it to where it's on the off position. But yeah, it took 4 layers to get that teal. Even though that teal is like white brushed, it's still, you have to get all the cracks and crevices and all that stuff. But I think this is really cute. One of the Christmas ideas that I'm doing for the holidays. I got a bunch of fall stuff. I've got Halloween stuff. So we got your holidays covered. And I'm trying not to scatterbrain it and do it in some type of order. So there we go. I'm going to put these in. Put one in. Put this one in before we try it up. You can take those little twinkling lights that are battery operated and put it through all the way around, and then hide the battery back here on the back of the frame and have it light up too. That'd be really cute. I always love giving you guys different ideas that you can do with things. There are things I've seen online like this that were basic built, where you can kind of use your own imagination. If you want to do a third tree, make that part go up and just do a little small box for kind of round it up so it matches, and make that part go up to the top and make it look like Merry Christmas is coming from there, and it's further back, like it's in the woods. I'm gonna pause this and go get the other piece so we can get that edited on while we're doing this. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this other part together. I'm going to teach you a little glue stick hack. Take a little bit of glue from the top of the gun, stick it straight in the back, and it'll hold it for you while it feeds itself through. Our belief sign is nice and dry. Let's see exactly how we're going to place it, because I want to make sure that it's above the Christmas sign. Alright. Here we go. I'm going to do the hot glue for the temporary stick. Okay. And then I'm going to do a little bit of the E6000 in between for the good longevity stick. There we go. Last one. Pop the end up right there. Do a little bit underneath the sides. There we go. There we go. Then you've got a little shelf piece to put up, or you can hang it up. I think a lot of people don't believe in the Christmas anymore, and it's really sad because it's not about the gifts. It's really about family and respect and just being together. That's all it's really about. jars. The good thing about having these deep jars, you can shoot some glue down in there and it'll help. So I wanted to bring a little bit Christmas cheer to you guys. Like I said, you can do all sorts of different things with it. If you want to put the other tree in and build that little bucket down here, or you could have take the silver top, paint it brown too, and use that as the bottom one because you got it tucked under there. If you do it that way, then you can do 3 trees, or you can leave the middle to put up like a family picture, a small family picture here. It's whatever you want to do with it. But I just wanted to bring a little bit of holiday coming to us since it's starting to come at us. Y'all take care, love one another, hug one another, be kind to one another. Hey y'all, how you doing? So we're gonna get into some wood crafts, but I'm starting with these pieces right here because they need to sit and dry while we're working on the rest. So I am gonna go ahead and get them. All I did was take popsicle sticks and cut them in half. So it's 3 popsicle sticks cut in half. I'm gonna get them together. And what I'm gonna do to make sure that they dry really solid together, I'm going to clamp them and set them aside and let them dry. There we go. Now I stain these in the Waverly stain, which is the one everybody said they liked the most out of all the stains, so we're going to work with it. And then I've got 4 drawer systems. I took them apart, did their waxing that I needed, and I am going to build a piece in your home that you can keep all year round out. And the reason I say that is because the inserts can be taken out, and I'm going to show you a little container you can get from the Dollar Tree, and you can put one for summer, one for spring, one for the fall, and then one for winter. And that way you have something beautiful that stays out all year round. So these are the 4 big parts of the drawers. This is the outside of the drawers. I'm going to glue them on top of each other, which we do. Hot glue on the out, and a little of that E600 right in the center, just for that extra hold longevity. Because I try to make sure that all that we make is gonna last. We don't want no pieces that are only going to last us a few months. Put that in there for the weight to push that down. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece. Make sure you get a good solid beading all the way around. And then the E6000, I usually do, I try to do it like an X. Sometimes the E6000 comes out too fast for me to do it, but it happens. And then that is going to go on top of that one. I'll set that bottle in there. Now these are your 4 outside pieces. Now what are we going to do with the insides? I did not stain this one all the way because we're not going to see anything but that part. This is going to go in between. So once I glue it, it's going to look like that. Then we're going to glue these three together, which make sure this design and these designs are inward so that they're not seen from the outside. And that way you got pretty little boxes that nobody knows that there's a hole in unless they pull up your stuff and look at it. So we're going to go ahead and glue these three together. Now when they have the decoration like this on them and I can't put it in the center, I will do three sides with the hot glue and the bottom with a line of the E600. I'm going to do the same one with this one. Now, I like having the weight in the stuff and on the stuff when we're first doing this, because when that hot glue dries and we're waiting for the E6000 to dry, I want to make sure it's a good tight fit, and then we're not having to worry about going in with wood filler and fixing things. So this one, this one. You want to make sure that they're all flush on this side. Try to get a little more glue in there. That hot glue dries really quick, so you gotta be pretty quick about it. Alright, now we got it. There we go. Now if you ever have hot glue, if you don't have the little finger things to protect your finger, you can use this and just kind of scrape it. So if you got any glue coming out like that, you can use this to, or wait till it dries and just peel it off, because that hot glue just peels. Alright, we got a good tight there. These should be good and tight by now. Okay. Alright, so we're going to lay this one down. Now you're going to make sure the front of this is all the way up to the edge so that other one sits flat. Alright. You got two edges to keep up with right there. And then which I use the Sherbon hot glue for my glue stick, because it's really, really tight, so it's, E6000 is literally just an extra oomph. There we go. There's your back side. Here's your front side. Okay. We're going to go ahead and glue this. I'm going to put the E6000 in the joints. Kind of give it that triple bonding power. There we go. And we're going to hot glue her. Now make sure that you don't hit where that E6000's at, because this will counteract the glue, the Sherbon glue, and it just doesn't work well if you don't keep them apart. I also want to make sure that none gets down in that decoration that's in it, because I don't want it on the inside of my flower area either. So we got this. Got it even. Alright. We got a good press and hold. Okay. And now you got 5 flower pots. Now I'm gonna show you why I got these, because on the back side I'm gonna make an area where you can slide your sign into for your holiday sign. So like happy fall, merry, like winter, spring, whatever you want to do for your sign, which I'm going to show you the sign holder I got that I'm going to do with mine once I get it all dry, because we're going to have to wait till all this is dry before we do anything. I picked up this from Dollar Tree. It's the same type of wood. I'm going to cut these off and fill the holes in and then stain it. And I'm going to put it right, I want to say right about halfway, so you can still see it over the greenery on here. So I want to figure out exactly where I want these sticks. This is right here. And come down here. Get some glue on there. You have to be quick with this hot glue because that shit will go away quick. Okay. It also enforces these top planters, these two to stay together. Also helps that issue. Okay. Put my glue. And make sure my sign's even. So let's set it right there. There she goes. And you can use a little mini level just to make sure that they're exactly. The way I got these tiers on here, if it's off a little bit, it's got a 3-tier system so you can adjust as needed. And then once those dry, I'm going to take these slats and put them over it. And so that way this little sign slides right down in between and it holds the sign up. Now, I did that for the reason of being able to change this out. I'm going to do spring or fall on one side, winter on the other, and then I got another one of these. I'm going to do spring on one side and summer on the other. That way you have all the seasons to change it out. Do that far glue. I have the sticks sticking out about that far off of the bottom of this, so it kind of covers it all up. There we go. Same with this one. If you're a little bit off, ain't nobody gonna see it but you, because your sign's gonna cover it up. Now, I would not put that sign in here until this is set overnight and make sure it's dried and kind of adhered really good. And then you can, once it's dry and all congealed, you can go ahead and pop your sign in, just like that, and it will sit where you need it to for your planters. So now you can put in, like for the fall right now, you can do some sunflowers. Sunflowers. You can do, these are really popular up at Dollar Tree right now, the little berries. And then I'm just going to pull a batch of leaves together just to kind of put in here for you. And then all you gotta do is take, Dollar Tree's got the blocks of these like this. I just cut them down to size so they fit down in there. And then you can decorate accordingly. So you got your fall, and you can do a different scenery with each one. And then your summer, you can do red, carnations, or whatever your decor colors are. And then you can just do green livery, or Michael's had these on clearance. These are really pretty for spring. You can cut these down, and that would be your spring. And then for the winter, I would do poinsettias, just because that's a Christmas thing, and you can do poinsettias in each one. Or you can use the back for your flowers and use the front for little trinkets or whatever you need to use it for. But it's just a really cool system to decorate with. And then now that you see the front of it, I'll show you how that looks. Once you get your flowers and arranged, you know, you can read the Happy Summer, and if you want to decorate something down there, you can. It just gives you something to do your decor with. Like I said, fall, summer, spring, and then down here I would do poinsettias, which haven't come out yet, but as soon as they do, it's something. It's the fall, the winter style stuff I will use. But I just wanted to bring another fun thing you can do with the boxes that come from the Dollar Tree that you can make another creation out of. I hope you all have a happy day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, which is going to be only a few more hours because it's Sunday. And have a happy work week. Love one another. Hug one another. Be kind to one another. Hey y'all, how are you? So I wanted to bring you another fun crafty thing you can do with the boxes from the Dollar Tree. Everybody always needs some kind of little trinkets for their walls and shelves and all that fun stuff. So I wanted to bring you an inexpensive way to have a small decoration or do something small. So these are 2 boxes. Stained them. I didn't stain that part because I'm going to be gluing something on there. And it's going to be this box. So the 2 bigger outside boxes you're going to glue together. I'm using Sure-Bond glue, so I don't really need to use the E6000. I do on the heavier stuff that's going to have more weight to it. But something's going to be on the shelf. It's not a big deal. Now you're going to kitty corner this like that. And where the design is, that's where you're going to glue. Make sure you get a good healthy amount. And when you glue it, you want to make sure it's even with this edge. You're going to have a little excess on the other side. Because this is the inside of the drawer, so it's not going to fit perfectly. Which is fine. Because it just gives it a little more character. And there's that one. So you got a little corner piece. Look. You got yourself some little areas to keep flowers. We got a bunch of stuff here, so let's see what we got in here to play with. Alright, let's put a sunflower there. And some leaves. And I just took one of these blocks and cut it up to fit inside of there, so you have somewhere to poke them in and they hold. So you put that. Let's see, another block right here. Sunflower. These little bead things they got out right now. Make sure you cut off enough though that you have a stem to stick down in there. There we go. And then you can add a pumpkin like that. You can put a pine cone down here. And I got a couple of these. You can do a few of these pieces here in the back and then the pumpkins to fill it up. But just different little decorations just to decorate your house. Now this is for the fall. Like I said, there's plenty of other seasons. Michael's has all their summer and spring flowers on clearance for 75% off. I got this bundle. It was originally $10. I got this for $3. And they're really cute and they're durable. They got a really cool coating across the stem. But you can cut them just like these and put them down in there. Roses, different colors and everything. Right now, Dollar Tree's got their game on with the fall colors. And they got pine cone smellies. It smells really good. You can put down in the bottom. Let's see if I can get a bag of it out for you guys and show you. It's almost like potpourri, but it's actually little baby pine cones you can open the bag up and use for decoration, and they smell good. They smell like cinnamon, and they're for $1. These would be really cute on like the acorn tops. Those are really cute. If you open up the bag, you can stick them to the top of the pine cones. It's really cute. But I wanted to bring another world of what we can do with these nice little drawers from the Dollar Tree. In a few seconds, you're going to see the other half of this. I filmed it earlier, but I wanted to get everything together and let you know how we're doing and bring you some very pretty things to use around your home. I started this because I wanted to show that you can do high-end looking things at a very crafty budget. There is stuff like this all the time in the home goods store and all that, all the time. So I wanted to kind of give you guys a friendly budget thing you can do and still not break your bank